WhatsApp, la denne feu. Les gens vont pas tenir. On trouve ça normal. Voilà pourquoi on est hypocrite. Voilà pourquoi seul Dieu connaît nos cœurs. Voilà pourquoi, lorsque Jésus est venu, il est venu changer nos cœurs. Réellement Dieu. Voilà pourquoi
I have no idea what this guy is saying, but he seems pretty excited about it.
Mais il a dit avant qu'Abraham a été créé, moi j'étais créé. Voilà pourquoi Jésus a dit, je suis le commencement et la fin. Je suis la lumière du monde. Nul ne vient à Dieu sans passer par moi. Bonjour.
Allez, bonsoir. Voilà. Allez, on a mis la vie.
The cops seem to have stepped in to stop people from speaking, as per usual. Sounds about right. I don't know what he was saying, but I don't really care. You should be able to say whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want.
Si Jésus serait là, Jésus nous, monsieur. Mais en fait, on est venu détruire toutes les religions pour que les gens vont à Dieu directement. C'est ça. C'est ça le message.
Pas de dépression. Bon, enfin, j'ai fait une modération. Allez, bonne soirée.
Beaucoup de police aussi. De pression. Jésus est à côté du cœur. Souvent, on montre qu'on a des problèmes. On me frappe là, c'est fini. Voilà. Mais je reviens encore de on tourne le tout, c'est pas grave. On continue la jambe. Paris est grand. Non, Paris est grand.
Ah, c'est ça qu'on n'a pas trouvé, je pense.
On va dénoncer la sécurité. Et lorsqu'il m'a regardé, c'est que l'homme fait la rencontre. Pourquoi je me suis dit Jésus vous a Jésus, terrible, c'est pas dans le monde. Je suis comme vous. Je viens de l'endroit où ça part qu'un peu d'argent. Il faut quitter tout ça. Ils font n'importe quoi, ils se rendent pas compte qu'il faut des respects. Ils se mettent avec n'importe qui. Lorsqu'on dénonce, d'accord, les gens sont pas contents. Et c'est pour ça que je suis vraiment courageux, parce qu'on va pas. Ah, mais vous êtes juste là.
Do any of you speak English? English? No?
On est venu.
Just asking what's the problem? What's the problem? That's good. Yeah. These guys are saying I can't film on public property. I don't know. This isn't my country, but they think filming me back is gonna scare me away. And honestly, I'm literally on camera right now, so I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. I wanted to ask what the problem was, because the guy is speaking and obviously was pretty passionate about it. And now they're telling him he can't do so. So just wanted to know why. English? English?
Tu parles anglais? Qui parle anglais?
It's the problem.
Small, mais you. Attends, bougez, attends. You come.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Allez-y.
Yeah.
You can waiting.
I've just problem. I want to know police.
Yes.
What problem?
Ah, quel est le problème?
He's an evangelist and he decided to speak for all people and is not agree with
so in France, you can't speak freely?
Exactly.
Ah, yes, exactly.
And I can't film freely?
Oui, en fait, il dit qu'en France, donc s'il comprend bien, en France, on ne peut pas parler ouvertement des choses, mais il peut filmer.
Ok, c'est ça. Bon, en fait, dis-lui que le message, the message,
c'est que
Jésus
Jesus.
Ah, okay.
N'a pas de religion.
And
Ça, c'est la
Jesus
vérité.
On va parler
is not a religion. Is,
Y'a pas de soucis.
C'est beau, merci.
Ok,
Mon frérot.
t'inquiète pas.
Yes.
Y'a pas de soucis. Non, t'inquiète.
That's crazy.
Et tu dis qu'en fait, le message c'est que Jésus n'a pas dit d'aller dans une religion.
Jesus not said come to a religion,
Mais de venir à lui.
but come with him.
De venir à lui et de laisser les religions, quitter les religions. Je vais donner l'intelligence.
Ouais, là, ça.
Well, I just want to say thank you for speaking your truth.
Il te remercie d'avoir dit la vérité, d'avoir parlé la vérité. Voilà.
Okay. I just say merci to vous. Merci. So, if you didn't hear, the guy was speaking about Jesus in a public square, and they told him he couldn't. And then they told me I couldn't film him. So they started filming me back. I don't bite, honestly. When it comes down to it, regardless of what you believe in, you should be able to say whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, as I said. And for the police to get involved and then to say that I can't film, yeah, screw that. I don't believe in following, the magical shiny badge by some guy who the government wrote some ink on paper and said you have the ability to enforce our coercive rules on people and restrict people's free will. I don't buy that. I'm not going to bite, and I don't believe in pirates. I'm not a kid anymore, so whatever they want to do, honestly, you should never allow these people to do this. I mean, that's when they get power, is when you stand down and allow them to do these kinds of things. It's absolutely ridiculous. People should say whatever they want here, and he wasn't threatening anyone, he wasn't attacking anyone, he wasn't hurting anyone, he was just speaking his truth. And I would have thought, viva la liberté, viva la France, would have thought that was accepted here. But obviously there's a reason why the Yellow Vests are protesting, and there's many, many reasons involved. And a big part of it is that the government is a complete totalitarian piece of trash. So there you have it. I feel like I should also mention that the government, the world's biggest religion, the biggest crusader, the one that's killed hundreds of millions of people, the religion of statism, how they are telling people that they can't preach their religion, in a sense, by preaching their religion. There's a lot of hypocrisy at play there, and I don't care what country I'm in, when government restricts free will, when this religion, this ship of state, this entity, this organized crime racket that extorts people for their own benefit, they only benefit off of the servitude, weakness, and stupidity of the masses. This entity that kills hundreds of millions of people, that in many ways is like a religion, is probably the worst religion of all, which is that they have, instead of churches, they have schools, and instead of televangelists, they have media and propaganda. Instead of the cross, they have the flag. Instead of hymns, they have the national anthem. Instead of crusades, they have the wars. And they believe that if they force everyone into their religion, that everyone will submit, that they'll stay calm and dependent and dumb. And again, the fact that we stand idly by, most people are just looking at that and, uh-oh, the police are here, we better leave. It's just an acceptance. This thing doesn't have any power. It's a shadow on the wall. The only thing that gives the government any power is a belief in it. The cheerleaders happen to be a lot louder for government than organized crime rackets that extort people to pay off the interest on the debt and blow up babies, but nonetheless, it's something that people blindly accept, and it would not exist, and it would not coerce, and it would not destroy if people just stopped following it. It needs to end. Look at them with their shiny badges. They think they have power over me, and they got a magic gate and a magic badge. But in the end, all they got is a club and the subservience of the masses to beat everyone over the head with. A boot stomping on a human head forever. Some more cops. This is starting to look like it's a bit of a problem here. Then again, I think it's pretty clear that everywhere you go, government is a problem, and it's almost always the biggest problem. I should say always. It's always the biggest problem. Every place you go, every place you see, every country in the world. It's a plague, it's a cancer. It needs to be removed. Not 95%. You don't remove 95% of a tumor and then expect the 5% to just dwindle off or go away. No, it'll always grow. It's an incremental frog boil to complete collectivist control of the masses, and people are so distracted by the bread and circuses. So alas, guys, I went searching for yellow vests here in France, and instead I found government. And this is definitely a problem that needs to be worked out. Not every Saturday at noon, but it needs to be fixed ASAP, all day, every day. It needs to be rejected at every single corner, around every single road. It needs to be stopped.
Like what you see here, OM, don't forget to check the links below. GoFundMe, Patreon. We can't do it without you. Any donation is very much appreciated, especially as we are so heavily demonetized and censored by YouTube, as these guys come in and flag all of our content as hate speech. The shadow banning is getting really bad, guys. Also, check our Bitcoin address right here on the screen or in the description below. We really appreciate it. And of course, check us out at the Red Pill Expo 2019. Of course, the great G. Edward Griffin and so many other incredible speakers will be there. Our link for that is below as well. And we cannot forget Mike Maloney's goldsilver.com, which you can also find in the description. One of the greatest market and monetary historians out there. We really encourage everyone to check that out. But until next time, this is Josh Sigurdson signing out from World Alternative Media. Find the truth, be the change.
I'm sure you have already changed people's minds in your young age because you're involved, and I like that.
Thank you.